your management style, what you want to do, because we're going to talk about some fun stuff that you can do in this system, and generally just, you know, going into 2024 as we think higher technology and higher usage of that technology. So I'll be quiet for a second. Anybody have any aha moments between Monday and Wednesday that they'd like to share? Because I always love hearing from y'all. I'm tired. I was tired. Nobody? Come on. Nobody has anything to share? All right, I'm going to share the aha moment on the behalf of the client I worked with earlier. So, as you guys know, I'm going to sort of do a recap for you this week. What we've gone over the last several months in your business workflow is we've already gone over the request process, which is how you take in requests from clients. So people say, I want to go somewhere. We went over that in, I want to say we went over that in November. And then last month we went over, or maybe we went over that last month. The time is all blurring together. So we went over the request process sometime in the past, which is how you take in requests. We've gone over payments, how you take the money and how you process the money, what you need to consider. And then this week we've been focused on now what? Now they've approved your trip and they've said yes. They've said yes to the dress. They've said yes to the trip. And now what do? How do you communicate with them? How do you make sure that you get from them what you need when you need it, and you give to them when you need and when you need them? And so we've, along that journey, talked about the OPUS framework, which is Operations Pillars of Success framework, which covers 5 of those steps. We talk about the intake, which is the request. We talk about presentation. So how do we present the trips, get pricing? How do we present it so that they will say yes? And then how do we collect payments? How do we manage our risk, making sure that we dot all the I's and cross all the T's? This week we've been focused on the booking. So what do we do with the client booking? And then the next sessions that we will be doing, give you a sneak peek, is we're going to be at the end of this month, you know, God willing, as my husband always says, God willing, we will be walking through groups. How do you manage and present groups for sales? So many of you guys want to sell groups. So we'll be doing that at the end of the month, and we'll be talking about the automation and how do you promote those groups and how do you show and display them and all of that. We'll be doing that at the end of the month. And then we will end our series, our Sweet Success series, we will end it with reviews and results. So who would like to standardize the way that they get testimonials? How would you like to sort of people coming out of town and they show up on your Google My Business as a review, or your Facebook business as a review? Because nothing sells better than when someone else is talking about how awesome you are and you showcasing that. So that's what we're going to do in the last pillar, is talk through that. And so this week, all week, we've been talking about what can you do to make the management of the booking easier for you once they've said yes. So Monday, we talked about the process, really the sort of subsets underneath that process. Yesterday, I actually demonstrated to you what it looks like to move through the system once somebody has approved the proposal. We talked about some considerations that you guys had. And this is the aha moment one of my clients had. So, you know, there's a lot, right, to your business and getting your business. And so she scheduled some office hours with me, and she was like, okay, Sunday, I don't know how to do the sales page yet. So I created a Google Doc, right? Really nice Google Doc that summarizes her cruise. And in her cruise, it had a Google form. And I was like, oh, a Google form? Why are you using a Google form? And she said, well, because I didn't know what else. I don't really understand. And so I showed her the request form that's already there. She grabbed the link to the request form, and even though she's still using the Google Doc because it's got the cruise information, the title, it's got a couple of pictures, she doesn't know how to do the sales page. At least as people are going into her cruise, she's collecting that data into the system, and she's starting the process. And even if you're taking baby steps as you go, that's what I want to see. I want to continue to see you guys have these aha moments. Okay, so the thing that I want you to walk away from this week is if you are using Google Docs, if you're using Google Form, if you're using Calendly, if you're using an email system, ask yourself, do I have to use all these systems? Particularly if you're in trial with me right now, should I be using that? And if you don't know, ask. Like, I want you to ask. If you guys are inside of our Travel Pro Suite Facebook group, that's the place to ask. There is no such thing as a stupid question. There is no such thing as, I don't want to, I should know. No, you shouldn't. That's the reason why you're here, is that you don't know, and you don't know what you don't know. So please, please, I want to encourage you all to ask questions, send me an email, shoot me an email, because that is what we're here for. This is not, I wish I am a huge learner, so I am always taking people's trainings on how to perform training better, how to sell better, how to market better, right? And what, all the coaches out there will tell you is, you never talk about the process, you just talk about the end. But for our business, the process is the end. Like, the process of what we do to get people out of town, it's so important to the delivery and the fulfillment that we give our clients. So it's not something that I can say, oh, I can do it all for you and I'm going to deliver you the end process, because that is really what makes you guys shine, is having a process that makes it easier for your clients to get in and out of town, so they don't have to do it. So there's a lot of I's we have to dot and a lot of T's we have to cross. And so I'm here to help you do that. So I'm going to ask again, any other aha moments before we continue? No? All right, no problem. So tonight, what we're going to talk about are some additional tools in the system that, frankly, I don't get to talk much about. And of course, we're going to talk about my favorite topic, which is AI. How many of you guys are using AI in some shape or form in your business right now? So thank you, Danielle, for raising your hand. I always love to see your face because you are probably one of the most interactive clients I have. And so what are you using AI for? If you don't mind coming off mute, what are you using AI for right now in your travel business?
Well, I never marketing, really, and not just social media marketing, but launching a group trip, right? I'm IT like you. I didn't take marketing classes in college and nothing like that. So when I needed a marketing plan and a strategy, of course, you helped, right? Because you walked through, but you didn't give us language to use, right? So I went to Chat GPT and Toby AI to help me with marketing my group trip.
Yep. And so what all that means, right, is I don't give you copy. I don't give you what to say on the page. I don't give you the titles that will capture somebody's scroll, right? So I don't give you that. I don't give you, I give you the strategy so you can think about it, but I'm not sitting in your house with you thinking about your specific trips and giving you all of the language that you need to have to be able to get somebody to say, I am interested in your trip. I don't give that to you, right? I give you the strategy and tell you that you need to have it. Like, you need to talk to your clients. You need to talk about things that your clients are important. This is where AI, in what Danielle said, is so very helpful to us travel agents, because we have a lot of stuff we have to say to clients on a regular basis. For those of you who are not familiar with Toby, Toby is a tool that a gentle person named Richard has created that is an AI tool that speaks travel. He has taught it to speak travel industry language, and he's created an incredible amount of AI-centric tools. One of those tools, and I didn't have the wherewithal to be able to bring it up, so I'm going to talk conceptually about it. One of the things within Richard's tool, and his little AI icon is Toby, and it's named after his dog. He's a sweet guy, and his icon is sweet as well. So if you have the desire, go check out in my YouTube channel and search AI in my channel. And we interviewed him, I want to say in December. And there's a link there that gets you a discount too. And I'll include that link later on in this YouTube video as well, if you'd like to take advantage of Toby. But one of the things that he delivers in Toby is destination guides. So he's got a plethora of destination guides that are available as a part of your subscription with Toby. And so many of you guys are like, oh, well, what do I do with the destination guide? They're beautiful communication tools to get people attracted to you and also to utilize in the client booking process. So let's say there's a destination guide and you're doing a trip. You know, my favorite example to you guys is either Aruba or Dubai, right? So you're going to Aruba or you're going to Dubai. You can search that library of destination guides that are already done for you, and you can add it to your booking flow. And so I'm going to actually show you where you can do that inside of your booking flow. So let's say you don't want to do a destination guide. You want to do a packing list, right? One of the templates that I've created for you is the 7-day before you go template. And in that email template, it talks about, you know, you need to pack a bag and you need to have a spare bag and you need to do, you know, just things that you need to know about before you go. Plug that into Toby or into ChatGPT and say, create me a checklist for, create me a checklist of items to ensure that I communicate to clients before they leave for out of town. You can create yourself a little cute guide, design it in Canva, and then attach it as a part of that automation, and it goes out with every client that is in that enters into that automation. You don't have to think about what to say. Literally, you can use AI to help create the content, use Canva to make it beautiful, download it and upload it to your media library and attach it inside of your workflow. These are great little ways that you can make the experience personalized for you. I'll give you even a one up, like this just came to me, is you could literally create a document and have it have the field from our system customize, like bring that value in, and you send it and it's a page, right? So you send everybody to a page that is a before you go out of town page, and it'll say, Jane, you know, you're about to go out of town and download this guide, right? I mean, there's so many different use cases that you guys can do, and this is the kind of stuff that I love helping you all with. But AI, for those who are scared of it, who don't know about it, I don't have the time to train you on how to use AI in this workshop. But what I want to tell you is ChatGPT, if ChatGPT is too big, I definitely recommend Toby and Voyager Social, because that tool, again, he's got so much other resources inside of the tool too. So I personally use ChatGPT exclusively because I am a prompt builder and I like that whole sort of close to the code kind of thing. But if you're not that type of person and you want to still just have as much of it done, he's already got prompts for you. He's got so much support around how to utilize the tool for you. But he's got the destination guides. You can ask for it to create you guides. If you're using Travel Industry Solutions as a part of her solution, she's doing legal terms. She gives you, I think, as a part of her gold membership, she gives you 5 already done guides that you can download and include as a part of your process. I think there's a packing list. There's a before you go cruise checklist. So if you specialize in the cruise industry, right? So all of these done for, I mean, even your suppliers give you guides and that kind of stuff. Incorporate those documents as a part of your booking process. Incorporate them as ways to get people to opt into your list so that they can be, oh, well, what do I need to pack before I go on that cruise, right? Those are great freebies to give to clients for them to then come into your world. So from an AI perspective, if you're not using artificial intelligence, the biggest advantage for travel advisors and artificial intelligence is the usage of it to help you create words on paper, to create video scripts. So if you are, I don't know what to say in front of a video camera, right, or a camera, right, creating a script, reading that script. I don't like video. I know people are like, what do you mean? I don't like video. I don't like to do it. I don't like to sit down and record it. I just don't like it. So I have AI help me with scripts. One of the things, I was talking to a client earlier in the week, and one of the things that I'm now doing, hopefully you guys have seen it, is I'm doing audio, and my graphic artist is attaching these great graphic images with my audio. We have several clients, as a part of their request video, instead of them sitting and doing a recording, they've used imagery with their voice as the voiceover there. You don't know what to say. Have AI help you craft a message to read, so that you can have a voiceover, and then you can kick that to Fiverr to then create you an amazing video that's got your voice. Who wants somebody else's voice? Use your own voice. You don't have to be on camera. You just literally record an MP4. Is it MP4? MP3? MP3 to do an audio. So what I can tell you is AI is really good for content. It's really good for brainstorming. If you've got a trip and you want to go, a lot of you guys are planning Africa. So let's say you want to go to Africa and you've never been. Just talking to a client who's in the process of planning a South Africa trip at the end of this year, next year. You've never been to South Africa. You've never been to a destination. Ask ChatGPT, what's a common itinerary? What are common things to do? I would like to do XYZ. One of the things that she told me is like, I don't want to do safari. I want to do wine and museums. If you've never been to a destination, what I used to have to do in Google, ChatGPT can help me brainstorm those itineraries. Now, I will tell you, I don't use it holistically. Like, it's not the holy grail for my itinerary building, but it certainly helps me get common information that I didn't know without having to go and search Google for every single thing. Best recommendation for places to go, see, eat, restaurants, activities to do by destination. If you've got a trip and you are the host of the group trip, there's no reason that you shouldn't be able to create custom content around that trip utilizing ChatGPT. It is a great tool to help you build out guides, a great tool to help you build out checklists, great tool to help build out common FAQs. So if you're looking about what are common questions that my client may ask, FAQs, all of your sites, all of your landing pages, everything should have an FAQ section. It's a great tool to help you build out FAQs. You cannot imagine, like I have FAQs on every site, on every page now. And literally I put in ChatGPT, I'm building a course that's about XYZ. Give me 10 questions that my clients are going to ask me, and spits it out. And then I'm like, okay, give it to me in a Q&A session. Give me the question and give me the answer. And then I go and I read the question. I'm like, yep, I like that one. I don't necessarily like that. And then me and ChatGPT, it literally is now my best friend. I probably talk more to ChatGPT than I do my husband. Sorry, husband. But that's the reality, is that I have so much conversation with ChatGPT. And the tools that ChatGPT is, like, now you can organize things, like you can save the links. Like, I mean, it's amazing. So I will absolutely be doing more AI ChatGPT training in terms of prompting and the way that you can organize and help your thoughts. But I also created a free class for those that haven't. Go search on my YouTube channel for 30-day content plan. I believe there's a training that's out there on YouTube utilizing ChatGPT to help you create a 30-day social media plan on what to say for 30 days based on a topic. So AI should be your friend. Last year this time, people were shaking in their boots. Oh, AI is going to replace travel advisors. No chance in hell. You know why? Because we are thebomb.com. Do you know why you're thebomb.com? Because AI can't possibly know your client better than you do. Now, if you're sitting on your 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 laurels. Is that a word? Laurels. If you're sitting on your laurels and you're not doing anything, right? And you're just waiting for people to pick up the phone and you're not staying connected to it, then ChatGPT will probably replace you because you're not actively trying to stay ahead of how you make yourself most valuable. When ChatGPT connected to Kayak and connected to these online resources, I don't find that as a threat. I was like, wow, my pricing is so much easier now because now all I have to do is put in ChatGPT, give me how much the going rate for XYZ is, and now it's going to help spit that out. It just helps me do my job better. It just helps me be quicker and better at my job, but it's never going to replace a human touch until it does. And right now, I don't foresee that happening. It is an information source. Utilize it as such. Don't be afraid of it. Nobody's afraid of Google. Nobody's afraid that Google is going to take over your job. AI is just a faster Google. It's just a faster Google, and it has more information aggregate than Google does. That's all it is. So AI for sure. Content, number one usage for my business and for advisors is content copy, because the more you can make sure your message clicks with your audience, the more they're going to raise their hand. There's a lady who's on, I'm not going to call her out because I don't want to embarrass her, but she's got this really amazing niche. She goes out of town and she takes groups of people and they use the environment to create crafts. I think, and I don't want to call your name, but hopefully you'll pop up and you'll help correct me. But I just love her niche because like she just went to I never can say this, Mexico, and they built, I think you guys did sweaters. Was it sweaters? And she uses
Okay,
thank you, Deb, for coming on. I'm so glad you did.
Let's see. We'll start the video, but we don't really want to look at me here.
Deb, thank you for coming on because I just love your niche. Tell us about your niche and tell us about what you specialize in.
So I actually went to Oaxaca myself with my husband, and I wanted to see if it was safe for women to go.
Mm-hmm.
And there is so much to do there. There's not time in a week to do everything. And I actually just got back. Everybody enjoyed everything that we did. And it's everywhere from going to Petrified Waterfalls, which is a day trip, to Monte Alban, which is ruins. And then, but we felted a scarf. I teach that, and then it's all white. And then we go to a village, and each village does a different craft. And so we went to Teotitlan, and there they dye the scarf using cochineal, which are little bugs that grow in cactus.
Love that.
And so it makes, everybody had a red scarf then. Started out white and everybody had a red one.
Yep.
Then we go to another village and we make a button to go on the scarf. And that's done with it's called alebrije, and it's little dots painting. And so, and of course we had a cooking class, and we stay in a hotel that's right next door to the whole market. And I'm planning Day of the Dead this year.
I love that. I love that.
So,
and so I picked on you, Deb, because ChatGPT, she has a very defined niche. She has a very defined audience. She has a very beautiful vision of what it is and how she's connected travel to it. ChatGPT can be and maybe is your best friend.
I ask it questions, and I was just doing that right now when you said questions and answers. I think that's a great idea.
Yep.
Because, people go, oh, I didn't know I had that question. So,
yep.
I think that's great.
Yep.
So,
I love it. And so I'm pulling people out of the audience to talk about your niche, and the more you identify who you work with, the easier it becomes. And I say this all the time. If you know who you work with and who you help get out of town, everything in your business is going to be so much easier, right? So the trips that you design, the people that you service. And when you talk to ChatGPT, you're talking about your people and how you can help them go on signature trips that you design, have signature experiences that you want to create. ChatGPT and AI can help you do it better. So it's a great example. Deb and what she's doing in this space are great. You all have stories. You all have a vision. You know, we started a couple of weeks ago talking about what the vision of your travel business is and what do you see. ChatGPT is just going to help you say it better. It's going to help you express that vision better. It's going to help you brainstorm how to market it better. And I'm going to help you with the technology so you can get it out to more people better, right? So that's really what I wanted to help you guys kind of see and connect the dots. AI, content, copy, brainstorming, helping you get the message to the people that you want to help get out of town. So now what I want to do is show you, now that you've got the message, how can you use some of the tools within our system to help you broadcast that? One of the biggest tools that we've got is a social media scheduler. And some of you guys already have the scheduler. You got my lifetime deal and you have the scheduler. So what I want to do is just make sure that I demonstrate for you that functionality so that you can, I have no idea what I'm going to share. So I always gotta like get my screen straight. I thought I had it open, but I think I grabbed the wrong. Okay, this is the right screen. All right. Hold on, I don't think I'm sharing that with the audience. So let me do that now. All right, are you guys seeing my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. Are you seeing, it says social planner?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. So within the system, and if you guys did get the lifetime deal for social planner, what you have is underneath marketing is you have this planner. And what the planner does is it allows you to schedule your social media posts across multiple platforms in one place. So if you're on Facebook, if you're on TikTok, if you're on Instagram, if you're on LinkedIn, if you're on all of these different platforms, you can take that content that you've created in ChatGPT or Toby, right? You can take it, you can go to Canva, and even within Toby, because I know he's pushing serious DALL-E, AI, image generated type of content. I am sure he's coming with some way to push that content to the platforms, but right now, you got to take that content and you got to push it out to the social media platforms. Within our tool underneath Social Planner, you can do that. So you can add all of your platforms. You can connect all of your accounts. So again, we do LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook Business, and Facebook groups you can post to. TikTok, because I don't think I even have all of the different ways that you can, like I'm going to just look. Okay, so these are the ones that you can do. You can do it to your Google My Business account, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, formal Twitter, I just X, and then what is this one? Oh, that's TikTok. So you can post to all of those platforms. You can do video, images, reels, stories. In terms of the different sizes, and you can schedule it all out. So you can do all of that within the tools. So here, these are all the accounts that we've got connected. And then you can open the planner and you can see how we've got all of our stuff already scheduled out. So the beauty is, it's one thing, like what I always say is, it's one thing to like have AI. Like I literally, for when it came out last year, I spent many sleepless nights talking to AI, brainstorming all this stuff. And then I had to like get it all out and I had to create it. So don't be like me, stuck on the brainstorming and the conversation. You got to release. So you got to create, release, and measure. Like those are the three things you got to do. You create it, you release it, and you measure it, and you see how well it's doing. And so this tool is going to help you get it out consistently so that you can be exercising the algorithms, getting engagement. And again, as an advisor, the only message that you get out should not just be buy my trip. right? It's got to be something that is connecting to your client. And this is why it's so important to focus and specialize in people and what it is that they're interested in, because your content needs to connect with them. And then it's pretty much an 80-20 rule. 80% should be value, 20% should be give me, right? And that's the promotional content. Like, I give you 80%. I am always showing up in some capacity giving, right? And then we're running some sort of promotion, and people are more apt to want to give when you give you when you've been giving all of this time too. That's where content comes in, is the act of giving. So the planner allows you to schedule out. We literally schedule out our entire holiday schedule. I have, like, after many years, we have our entire year's worth of content already pre-scheduled and ready to go for 2024. So I don't miss any holidays anymore. I just don't miss them anymore because they're already on the calendar. Look, we've got Valentine's Day already out there and ready to go. Here we've got Christmas, New Year's, Easter. I think we got Easter. We got all of our holidays. So we go in we start in September, and I get the team together. It's like, okay, do I need to add any new holidays that I forgot or want to do in 2020? The next year, we add it, we do the content for it, we do the images for it, and we schedule it out, and we forget it. We do all the emails for it, and we forget it. So I'm not missing a beat. Did you guys know it was Plan Your Vacation Day last week? I forgot, but I saw the post went out. My post went out, the emails went out, and I celebrated that. That's kind of where automation helps you as well. If you guys are thinking about, well, I don't have time for that, this is a perfect thing to outsource. If you have a VA, this is a perfect thing to outsource to the VA, because holidays are going to come every single year. Valentine's Day is going to come. Christmas is going to come. Black Friday is going to come every single year. Why not schedule it, batch it up, get it done, and be done with it? What do you want to promote every month, every quarter? What trips do you have coming up this year? Schedule like this will help you get it out. If you know that you've got a trip coming up, let's say in June, if you back that schedule up, you probably ought to be promoting it right now. Well, if you've got a trip coming in June and you're just now selling it, you're already behind the 8 ball, but I'm not going to go there. You should start talking about and promoting it and have it on the schedule, and this calendar allows you to do that. So I'm just going to open up what that this is Plan Your Vacation Day, so that already went out. When was that? I guess it was was it Tuesday? All right, let me see if I can go to something in the future, because what month are we in? What's my name? National Plan Your Vacation Day. That must be coming up. I think, oh, hold on. You know what? I'm in the wrong space. This is the planner. Let me go to the here. Okay, so this is what's upcoming. This is what's published. This is all that was already published. And then this is what is scheduled to be published. So this is coming up on the 14th. So I'm just going to open it up and let's see what we see. So I'm just going to edit it. And so we already have an image. So you already got a sneak peek of what's coming out on Valentine's Day. This image is already here. We've already got the post, and it's going out to Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. These are actually, this is where it's going out. It's going out to 2 of my Facebook groups. It's going to Instagram, and it's going out to LinkedIn. Already done. I don't know when the team did it, but it's already done. I don't need to think about it. Not only that, we've got the ability to depend on the platform. You know, when you, Facebook's got a thing that you can do the @everyone. You can, depending on which platform you're doing, and you can add a comment to the first message on some of these platforms. This feature and functionality is available here. If you are posting to Instagram, you can do a story and a reel. I believe we also now have the ability to do a reel on Facebook business page, and if not, it's coming soon. But depending on the platform, you can do a post, a reel, and a story. Again, you can do images and videos, hashtags. You can store hashtags. You can do tags. You can do all of that inside of the system. If you have the lifetime deal, you already have this. This is already available to you. You just need to connect your account and start scheduling your content. I'm going to pause and see if there's any questions about this. Yes, the social planner is already a part of your package. Literally, all you have to do, Pam, is go to marketing, and it's there. I haven't talked about it because we're talking about so many other things that I haven't shown you guys this, but it is in the marketing feature in your tool right here under social planner. And yours may look a little bit different because you may or may not have connected your account, but it's a good thing for your admin to do, Pam, that you asked, is to get your accounts connected. And if you're doing social media posting, if you're using Facebook proper, if you're using Instagram proper, consolidate it all in one place, and start to get it all here. So this is one of the really great things that I like, is being able to centralize the way that we post our information. All right. And then another thing that we've got coming is I want to show you, and I got to remember where this one is. I think it's under sites. So under sites, we've got a chat widget. I do not have my chat widget set up yet, but you can set up a chat widget. And people are like, well, what's a chat widget? So you ever seen on a web page and there's a little bubble at the bottom and there's somebody and you can type a little, it's a chat bubble, like you guys have seen it. We're in 2024. Everybody knows what a chat bubble is. You can enable your chat bubble. Apparently I have it enabled, but I don't think the code is on any of the pages yet, because I don't know. I'm the only person answering the questions right now, and I don't want to. So that's the reason we haven't launched it on our site. But and we also have the ability to train the bot, and I have not had the time to learn how to do that or assign that to somebody. But we will be launching our chat bubble as soon as we get our FAQs all trained up, so that we can have our website answer common questions. This is a great thing for you travel advisors to do, particularly if you're promoting a trip. Let's say on your website, you're promoting your signature trip and it's Africa, since so many of you guys are traveling to Africa, and you could have a chat bubble be on your webpage, and one of the questions that you ask is, would you like to know about our upcoming trip? And then the person says yes, and then you start a conversation. That client could automatically get added to your contact list, and then you could drop them into a sequence that's all about Africa. You could change that out every month. There's so many different things, and it could all start with your chat bubble. So that functionality is available in the system. I will be doing training on that, but I always like to train on stuff that I know. I don't know yet how to use this because I haven't done it yet, but as soon as I do, I'll train on here. But the functionality is here. I think we have one client who even sent me a message about the fact that they've launched it. So if you stay on, said client, and after this in VIP, we can troubleshoot what issue that you're having with your chat bubble. So you can change out the image, your avatar. There's a lot of really cool things. If you have a Google My Business account, there's integration between our system and Google. You can integrate and take appointments directly from your Google page. That's another feature, right? So that's another functionality that's available to you. I don't necessarily recommend that as a process, but if you want to go straight to a discovery call and you don't want to do the form, there's integration you can do straight from your Google listing, which I think is a really cool feature if that's what you're into. Again, I want a lot of layers before somebody can call me. Yeah, I will send out the tool for Toby after this, because I didn't have the thought to include it. So I'll add it to this link to the YouTube channel as a link for you guys to download. So that's one of the things, is the chat bubble is available to you all. We are going to be releasing WhatsApp messaging as a part. There is some additional cost because we're charged additional costs, but you will be able to talk directly with your clients via WhatsApp. Now, Zuckerberg, I believe, is the WhatsApp owner. Zuckerberg charges for everything, so that's the reason why we're going to have to charge for the usage of it as well. It will be, I don't know what the rates are. I haven't really looked at that, and I haven't released it out to the community, but I will be releasing that out within the next couple of months as we get to stabilize. So messaging is a really big tool available. We have the chat bubble. There's also conversational AI that we will be releasing, and you have the ability. So if there's a series of, let's say you want to book people into an interest form or an appointment, we have the ability to train a bot and also communicate via a conversation, like you're having a multi conversation. Your client comes onto your site, they ask a question, and you can train it to answer the questions in a conversational tone. That functionality is available as well. As the cool tricks come available, I'm not so quick to release them, because what I do know about my community is that you guys get easily overwhelmed. And right now I want you guys stable. Like, I want your system stable. But what I want to tell you is that if you are like super tech savvy and you're like, Sunday, I got it, I'm stable, where's the cool stuff? I'm here for it. So we got it coming. We have it available. We definitely have the ability to do it. And so these tools, again, are intended to help you engage quicker and faster. Like if you're working a full-time job and you find that people are asking you the same questions, how do you book with it? That's a great conversation to be having a chat bot have that conversation with your clients when they come to your site. So these are the types of use cases that are available to you to use. We will be launching those, and obviously when I launch, I also include some sort of training and introduction to that. I'll be making sure that you guys understand how to set it up, use it, so that you can be even more thebomb.com than you are today. All right, so I'm going to open it up for any questions. I'm going to stop sharing, because that's really what I wanted to do, is let you know we've got the mods. We have the ability to do a lot of really cool, innovative things, and you're not going to be bored. So once we get the stable stuff done, we get to go on if you so desire. If this kind of stuff bores you and you're like, yes, Sunday, that's great, I'm good, my feelings won't be hurt, I'm good with that too. But if you are like me and you geek out over all this stuff and you're like, I want a chat bot that knows my business, then we can help you get it there. All right, any comments, questions, thoughts? If you guys are interested in signing up for the say that 10 times, free trial, and you haven't done so already, let me get you the link for that, because I do believe I have that available, and you guys can do that. So it's a 14-day free trial. We talked about a lot of different things inside of this week. Here's the link for the trial. Where I'm going to tell you that you're going to want to start with the travel request process. That's where you will get the most bang for your buck in that 14 days, is set that process up. You'll exercise a lot of the common features in the system, and then you can join us inside of our Travel Pro Suite Facebook group to get some support, and then you also get some support with setting up. So I'm going to open it up for questions, and if there are no questions, then we'll go straight into VIP. Any questions, comments, thoughts, or concerns before I let you go for the night? How are you guys feeling? Yes, Deb, you absolutely can. You can get the trial. The question was, going to be out of town for a month. Yes, you'll be able to still sign up for the trial. Yep. Any other questions? No? Well, alrighty then. For those who'd like to stay on for our show and tell, if you've got issues that you want to walk through, or you just want to talk about kind of your workflow and talk about that, and you're on trial, or you're on trial, that sounds bad, you're in trial, or you are a user of the system, please hang on. If not, it was a pleasure hosting you all. We'll be doing group trips at the end of the month, like I said, beginning of next month, and talking all about what you need to think about when it comes to planning your group trips and getting your group trips set up and hopefully sold out. It was a pleasure. Talk to you guys soon. I'm staying on this channel for those who want support.
Sunday, I have one comment.
Yes, ma'am.
Your holiday promotion planning, you should just sell that on the street. It's crap. So
thank you. You're like, sell it on crack.
Okay, you should just sell that on the street. I mean, it really did help me with my group trip and the whole planning process from research to pre-launch to launch. So
Lovely.
I appreciate that.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I will be sending you a review and your $10 plug money. So thank you for that. And I will, because I usually bring it out of the vault every October. And so you're right. I probably ought to make it available so that people, because it doesn't really matter what the holiday, the process to promote is the same. So you know what? Thanks for the idea. I'm going to bring it out as a part of the group planning process, because the group is the thing, but you still need to promote it. And so I will do that. Thank you, Danielle. I appreciate that. And I'm glad that it helped. How was your South Africa trip going anyway?
Oh, the Morocco trip went great. The Egypt trip, because of course what's going on over there, you canceled yours.
Yeah.
And mine's is stagnant at the moment, so I haven't promoted it outside of when I first started it.
Yeah.
So when things calm down, then I'll promote it again.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So,
Yep. But Morocco's going well. That's good.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good. It's always great to see your face.
All right, I'll leave you now.
All right. Have a great evening. All right. Thank you for those who joined us this week. If you don't need any help or any support, you are more than welcome to join us in our free trial, 14 days. I'll see you then, and hope to see you at the end of the month when we do our groups training. All right, who's staying?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So I like this segment. I missed yesterday because I went to a Vacation Express event.
You went to somebody else's training? What?